It's Wombat Jones for Ramen Chokehold, joined by a man making his appearance at Coastal Combat 4, which goes down September 8th at the Coolum Civic Centre. I'm here with Timmy Shultz. How you going, buddy?
Not too bad yourself, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm too bad, champion. And thanks for joining me. You're actually joining me from your veranda because the missus is inside cooking tea, eh?
There she is. She is a lovely, lovely girl.
And what are we having? What's tonight? What's on the menu?
Lots of veggies and a bit of chicken. Just keep that weight off. But yeah,
Too easy, mate. Now, listen, I do some research. I have a look from Tamworth to Newcastle. However, you fight for integrated MMA, mate. You're confusing the hell out of me. Whereabouts are you at the moment?
Brisbane, mate. Well, now I am. I moved up here to be with the gym, but Tamworth born, or around about Tamworth anyway. But yeah, no, I moved up to Brizzy 2 and a bit years ago. Yeah, loving it.
Yeah, mate. So do you miss Peel Street or any of the funky business that goes down in January or what?
Nah, none of that, man. When I was there, I tried to stay out of Tamworth as much as I could. Out sort of more rural area, country. But that's where it is.
So, mate, like you said, you're up there at Integrated MMA with the godfather of Australian MMA and Adrian Pang. G'day, Pangy. Mate, what's it like training under a bloke like that?
Oh man, intense can be intense, but uh, I don't know, man. I couldn't ask for anything more. Like to me, he's the guy in Australia. You know, the best of the best. He's the OG. Like he's a man. Like there's nothing but to flourish under him. That's all it is. But
100%. And I mean, Anzac MMA is on absolute fire at the moment, as I'm sure you're aware. But not only Anzac MMA, but integrated MMA on the Australian local scene is fair income kicking a lot of goals. You've got obviously Isaac Hardman and Jackson Small, both XFC champions out of there. Damian Brown, when he's in the UFC's training out of there. What's it like being in a room with a bunch of absolute killers, mate?
and it used to be intimidating. Like when I used to go in there, you sort of like get halfway through your work and day, and you're, fuck, man, like gotta go. Oh, cuss swear.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's Ramen Chokehold, baby.
Yeah. Fucking like halfway through the day, you'd be sort of like, oh yeah, I got to go to pro team sort of thing. It was like it's a bit better now, sort of like you go in there and you're like you're not going to get smacked around as much, but like you can feel yourself progressing, and it's sort of hard to realize you're progressing when you're with those guys, but you sort of start to get a bit better against them. You're like, fuck, like yeah, your level is getting up there if you're sort of starting to hold your own a bit more against Australia's #1 Isaac Hardman. Like he's the man at the moment. Like he's on top of the level, man. And now Jackson Small, like Jackson knocking out Bevan, man, like that was hectic. And Adrian Pang and Compton, everyone in there. So it's you got to take a step back and realize you still are growing. But yeah, no, it's as you said, room full of killers, man, and killers breed killers.
100%, buddy. Now, what got you into MMA? I mean, obviously, growing up in Newcastle, there probably wasn't a lot of martial arts happening around then. What was your first sort of start in martial arts?
Um, I don't. My first start in martial arts was just watching one of my dad's mates watch UFC, and he sort of knew a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, I thought show you how to throw a few leg kicks and all that." And I was like, "Yeah, sweet," did that. Then took a step back from it and did like gymnastics and dancing and parkour and everything like that. And then I always liked the idea of just the movement of it, like just traditional martial arts in a sense, like Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's my hero. Yeah, I love to do backflips and shit like that. And you watch him and there's traditional shit and try to teach myself. And then I started in like a self-defense martial arts gym. Did that. I had a few kickboxing fights for him, but fuck, I didn't know shit. Like I was like, oh yeah, I could throw a few kicks and like I'll scrap. And I went in there and I had my first Thai fight, and I was getting fucking ass kicked. I went in there like the real deep boxer stance, and like the guy was just sweeping me, teeing off on me, and I'd never threw one a spinning heel kick in my life. And I threw one and broke two of his ribs and won the fight. And I was like, oh fucking Jesus, cool, yeah, no, yeah, I'm awesome. Yeah, let's go again. Fought another one, knocked the dude out, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I've got this. Then went up 2 weight classes and got the shit beaten out of me, like out in the scrub. And yeah, that kind of sucked. And then took a step back from it, and then had a bit of an accident where like I nearly died and everything. And ended up moving up here, and I thought, fuck it, like I'm gonna go all in. Moved up here to train at this gym. I think I trained there for 3 months. Said I want to fight, fought, just kept going.
Mate, now you can't just say I was in an accident and nearly died and expect me not to ask you what the fuck happened. So, mate, you're gonna have to run me through that if you don't. That's if it's a story that you can tell.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you jump on Instagram, there's actually a photo of me pretty busted up. I got basically like all my face burnt, like blistered, burnt, everything like that, all my arms and everything. I got a tattoo covering it now, but no, I was sort of out the scrub, drinking, carrying. I used to drink and party like a fair bit, like an impressive amount. Nah. And someone threw fuel on a fire, which then sort of caught a hold of like a drum half full of fuel, which then exploded, and it landed on me. But I ended up getting pretty badly burned. My esophagus swelled up, couldn't breathe, and everything. Westpac helicopter come got me, and I kind of like went to sleep, kind of like nearly permanently. But ended up waking up from Newcastle. I woke up in Sydney's Royal North Shore or Royal Queen's Hospital. Can't remember. I was like, oh shit. Sorry, mate, car went by. Oh shit, fucking nearly died and everything like that. And I went back to Tamworth to get looked after by my family. And then about a week later, I called up a mate who lived up here in Brisbane. I went, oh man, like, yeah, you still live in Brisbane? He went, yeah. And I went, look, man, if I sell everything I've got and move up there, like, can I live with you for a week? And he's like, yeah. Sold everything I had, booked the plane ticket, moved up here. And that was it.
And ever since then, you've just been training and going hard, is it?
That's it, man. I come up here. I'm mechanic by trade, so I went and got a job doing that. Jumped in there and just used that to basically pay for my training, and just I don't remember missing a day, man. Like I consistent, like every day, and I love it. Like that gym's everything to me. Like I love being there, man. So yeah, going from all that shit to that, yeah, it's awesome.
And I think everyone that I speak to who's a part of that gym basically has the same story. So I'm not shocked to hear that, mate. Before we start getting into your fight and all that sort of thing, I want a prediction. I'm asking everyone about Khabib and Conor. Who's going to win? I don't care who you want to win. I know there's maybe conflicting issues there, but who's going to win, mate?
I mean, it's a stylistic matchups, you know. If it goes longer than 2 minutes, I got Khabib.
I'll take that. Longer than 2 minutes, yeah. He's got Khabib. Fair enough.
Now, mate, catch him in the way, for sure.
Say that again.
Connor's got to catch him on the way in for sure. If not, he's fucked.
Yeah, I haven't gone public with who I think's going to win, but I'm getting close. I keep asking everyone else. I'm going to have to come up with one soon enough. But, mate, let's talk about the last time I seen you. It was actually at Eternal where you were fighting there, where you had your pro debut. And to be honest, mate, you were looking pretty decent in that fight when unfortunately you threw a kick that was deemed illegal, which actually stopped the fight because your opponent was fairly rocked after the kick. A little bit of controversy over the stoppage. What do you remember about that night,
mate? First round, 100% give it to him. I'm still figuring out what to do in the back room. Like, I go out there and I basically get my brain and then fucking boot it out the window for some reason. Just go ham. Like, in the gym, I'm pretty sort of tactical. Like, I like to think a lot. I use, tactics, I guess. But I go in there and just go ham. It's like, what do you do? But I went in there and I got myself hyped up a bit for that fight. And I started going and I got real heavy, like I had adrenaline dump, but I don't normally get that. I normally go in there calm, don't really give a shit. But yeah, my arms stopped moving, and the game plan was level change, come back up, punches, take down, ground and pound. Game plan all well and good, but fuck, he was good. Like, he surprised the shit out of me, man. Like, especially on the wall, like fighting for underhooks. But he got me down, and he bitched me in the first round. He had me back, and I heard coach just going, fight the hands. I'm like, my arms aren't working. I don't know what's going on. But he didn't have it under my chin. I was just like, nah, this is good here. I'll just stay here. Round finished, and then I went back to the corner, and coach just went, yeah, look, get rid of that, the wobbly bits in your arms, just that adrenaline dump. Went back out, stung him. I remember hitting him, and I looked up, and he was still doing like a bit of a wobble. I went, "No, I got ya." Kept going, but again, lost my brain. I ended up chasing him around the cage and stung him again. I think I stung him 2 or 3 times. Got him down, and he having that guillotine. But like, that's one thing coaches really, really like big on is defending that guillotine. Like, shouldn't be caught in the guillotine. Like, if you're shooting and your neck's there, you got to know your way out. Like, so we've done that 100 times, but got out of that, spun him over. And if you look, I heard the commentator yell out Timothy Shultz when I stood up. And you can watch me in the video, and I go, huh? And then I look back over and went, oh, shit. Saw him getting up and then hit the kick. But I don't know. Have you seen the photo? Pretty legal.
Yeah, I seen the photo. It was, it's one of those things. I mean, I think it was Peter Hickman. He was the ref in there, and he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't. It was split. It was honestly split-second stuff. So I don't throw any ref under the bus when it comes to that sort of thing. It did, like you said, in the frame by frame. But mate, what do you take from that? What lessons do you take from that? And I'll give a shout out to Pete. I mean, he obviously just thought he did, what he saw.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I got nothing against any of the refs. Like, they're there to keep us safe. If it was the shoe on the other foot sort of thing, like, I'd want him keeping me safe sort of thing. Like, if he deemed the fight needed to be stopped, like, so be it. Like, I went up to him afterwards and, nothing bad done by it. Like, love the guy, man. He's there to keep us safe. Lessons taken from it. From the whole fight, I'm going to try to be a bit more calm, like see if I can be in the moment a little bit more, if that makes sense. Like man, in the gym, much different fighter. Like, use your jabs, like think about it a little bit. Like, not overthink about it to the point we get caught, but not just fucking rush. Like, the idea for me with that is I know I got enough cardio to go 3 hard rounds, like full ball. And I just wanted to put the pressure on him to see if he could like handle it. But lessons, distance, I guess, just be smarter.
You always learning. You're always learning when you're losing, aren't you? Really?
That's it, man. Like, I just can't wait to go again. Like, I've had a couple now where it's like a bit how you going, like there. I don't know. I'm better than the fucking record shows. I'm just keen to get in and show it. Like, I don't know.
But it is a sport, mate. It really is a sport where your losses don't mean too much. I mean, it's obviously devastating for the fighter on the night, and depending on how you lose, that is. But losses in the long run in MMA, it's not the same as boxing or maybe Muay Thai or something like that, where people like to keep a squeaky clean record, so to speak. But so I wouldn't worry about too much about that. But let's talk about your fight. You're taking on Mark Masefield, mate. Now, you did have another opponent. I've been sort of noticing a lot lately of people pulling out of fights, which you actually were signed to fight someone else before, Mark. Mate, what's going on with Aussie MMA at the moment and pullouts? I mean, obviously it's a hard sport on your body and all that sort of things. What do you do to make sure that you actually get yourself to the fight?
Yeah, pullouts in Aussie MMA, mate. Like, the only person who appreciates you pulling out is your missus. That's it. Like, we've said it in our gym. Like, you try to find someone from our gym who pulls out, man. Like, Adrian will have our asses. Like, it's not on. You're putting up, 2 months, like a month and a half, 2 months of your life on hold to go fight some fella. Like, and then they pull. Oh, it's just a lot to fucking give up. I think amateur, pro, whatever, you should be putting down a deposit. Like, you win, lose, or draw, as long as you fight, you get your money back. If not, fucking hand over the deposit. It's absolute bullshit. I don't know what we do. I don't know. If we got an injury, we still go at it. Like, Jackson, he, I won't say too much what, but, he had a bit of an injury, man, going into a title fight, but who the fuck's going to turn that shit down? Like, I don't know, just nut up and fight. Like, I don't know. All my teammates, we've all got injuries going in the fights. Like, I'll say it now because it's fixed, but I've had like some pretty serious gut issues where like I dropped out sort of passed out a couple of weeks ago and like started to die. Just some hectic stuff going on there. But I fought the last 2 fights being severely anemic. Like I told the doctors and they were like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be going for a run. I was like, no, I'm going to fight. And they're like, oh, hang on. Like, we got that coming off torn MCL. Don't be a bitch.
There it is. So, mate, it's refreshing to hear a different side of the coin because, sometimes you hear some different sort of stories, but you've just come out and said, hey, if you sign the contract, you should fight. So, and I think that's how most people feel. Obviously, if there's big injuries, like for argument's sake, Isaac's knee or something like that, obviously you can understand that. But you're talking more about the smaller niggling ones, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it, man. Like a lot of these fighters and that, you may as well fucking stub. Like Adrian and I joke like, oh fuck, coach, I stubbed my toe. Like, can I pull out of the fight? Like, man, we've had this show. I think 3 fighters say they want to fight me. Pulled out. I've had actually a couple of guys on the card were scheduled to fight me a while ago. Pulled out. That it does seem to be a thing that happens against Integrated. Obviously, we've got a bit of a name or whatever like that. But fuck, I lost what I was actually gonna say. Yeah, I don't like it. Everyone's gonna be scared. Like you're gonna get scared. Some people get less scared. Some people still do. Like everyone's gonna be scared. But it's the part of overcoming that fear. Getting in there, facing your fear, and doing it. Like, yeah, like it's a scary thing.
But you know who's not scared, mate? Mark Masefield's not scared because he's stepped up and he's going to take you on. What do you know about him?
Not much. Blue belt. Fucking to get his last fight, you had to pay for it, but found out if you download an app, you get like 23 credits. So I used them to get the fight. So if you are watching, Mark, I've sussed you out, buddy. Yeah, not impressed. But I watched the little what's it called? You get your little fighter blurb sort of thing when they give you the profile picture. If anyone doesn't know, mine's a Star Wars quote. Like I got the high ground, Obi-Wan Kenobi all day. I was just reading his and I went, I think I'm going to put the pressure on him. I was like, you're not going to out pressure me. Like, the only way you're going to catch me is like, I think you're going to have to submit me. Like, I get punched by Adrian Pang every week. Like, you're going to have to fucking bring something big to, like, catch me. And I don't see anyone dragging me into deep waters. Like, just way too much cardio. Conditioning at Nitro Boxing, all the time. Shout out to Blair, like, best conditioning program, man. Like, yeah. Conditioning is no question. You're going to have to catch me.
So is it a case for you, like early days in your career, and guys don't have too many fights behind them? Maybe it's hard to look, check out footage and that. Is it just a case of you sort of testing your skills and where you're up to in your career?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, still getting a lot of experience. Coach said something a few weeks back, sort of passing, but I've taken it on a fair bit. You're watching a lot of the fighters come through now, and they're focusing on the end goal. I want to get here, and like that's the only thing they're doing, but missing the journey. So I'm trying to enjoy the journey as much as I can, trying to like continuously learn. Like, I don't know, fighting, not only to test my skills, but it keeps me growing. Like I feel like I progress faster when I'm fighting. Like I need something to focus on. I got a bad habit of like if I'm not fighting, I'll go out, I'll party a lot, not eat right. But if I'm fighting all the time, I'm up running, I'm working hard. I don't miss sessions anyway, whether I'm hungover or not. But yeah, I'm always in the gym, like I don't know, just going at it. I feel like I progress more. I feel like that's how I'm going to get where I want to be faster. But yeah, no, just testing my skills, I guess. Yeah.
So how do you see the fight playing out? Obviously, you've gone hard in camp. How's camp been, and how do you see the fight playing out?
Camp, probably one of the best ones. Like since I've got my gut fixed, weight isn't the issue. Like I used to walk around pretty heavy. I used to, I guess, carry a lot of that water weight sort of thing. But man, like I'm fucking fit at the moment. I'm feeling good. yeah, in there, like as I said, I get to train with the best in the country, like it's plain and simple. But you can't not flourish under that. Yeah, no, loving camp, man. Feel good. Just I want to get in there and get it done. Like I'm at that point now. It's just like, man, the hard work's like pretty well done. Like this Friday wrestling was obviously going to be hard. Integrated wrestling. But if anyone out there doesn't fight or train and you want a hard workout, come to integrated wrestling. We'll show you what a hard workout is. But yeah, no, I just want to get that done. Get in there and get it done. Like camp's been great. Surprisingly, no real injuries. Like if I had any, I'm not going to tell you anyway. But I fucking don't.
100%, man. Now we're going up to Coastal Combat. You haven't been on Coastal Combat before? What's it like? Have you heard any things from teammates?
I actually cornered for one of my teammates, Gina, there. So I hung out in the back a bit and stuck around there. And yeah, it seems like a good show. Everyone, good communication, like no complaints. Like yeah.
It's always good to hear from the fighters, mate. If there's no complaints from the fighters, that means the promotion's doing their job. So, mate, lastly, people that you want to thank, obviously, we said your missus is in there cooking your dinner, so obviously she better get a shout out. But anyone else that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, 100%. Nikki, like, she helps me a lot. I know a lot of my mates there. Missus isn't or aren't too friendly on the fighting sort of thing. Like she eats real clean too, so like she keeps me like loaded with veggies, cooks me food and everything, and she's understanding when I'm a bit moody coming on a weight cut, and yeah, she's real cool. All my teammates, you had Matt Lee, man, while we're on here, sort of thing, like good dude, one of my best mates. Shout out to him, he's always helped me through camp. All the boys that integrated, like they're always there, always got me back. We all rock up, whether we've got a fight or not, help each other. Obviously, coach Adrian Pang, he leads the way, sets by example. Rain, hail, or shine, sick, leg broken, arm broken, whatever it's got, he's always there. Leading by example. I've got Blair setting our conditioning programs. Stephen Elliott Compton doing my striking. Man, there's endless people sort of in this little journey, but like Jack McCarthy helped me for the weight cut. Thanks, buddy. But thanks for getting me on, man. Make me feel important and shit.
Mate, anytime. This is what we're here for, baby, to boost the local scene up. But like you said, it is a journey. And if people want to follow your journey, my man, where can they suss you out on social media?
Social media, just Instagram is just Tim Shultz, like tim.schultz. Like got a whole bunch of stuff on there, like fighting. I do backflips and like other cool stuff. Little bit of gymnastics. I don't know. Do some cooking. If you like cooking shit, there
he is, my guy. Timmy Shultz, he takes on Mark Masefield at Coastal Combat 4, goes down next Saturday, it's September the 8th at Coolum Civic Centre. Make sure you check out Coastal Combat's Facebook page as well. And my man, I will see you up there because I'm coming up for it, baby.
Yeah, man, fucking can't wait. 2 weeks, get it done.
Yeah.